Joe, how are you? Joe?
Blinker.
Good to see you guys.
You're on now.
Yes, it is.
Get up there. Pledge.
Yep. And it's been a good day. It's been a cold day. It's been good to be out there with a lot of little skin lights on still water. I haven't done much lately. I went up one time a night. Went 3 times a year before that. But
Steph Thompson. I mean, Glenn. Get this thing.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Bullitt County Fiscal Court today on December 7th. And we're so pleased to have all of y'all here today. At this time, Chaplain Joe Wells. Joe, you still here? There you go. I'd like for him to do our invocation and then lead us in the pledge.
Let's bow our heads and invite the good Lord to this meeting. Lord Jesus, you said, where 2 or more gather in my name, there am I in their midst. Father God, we know you're always with us, but especially today we ask that your presence here at this meeting. I ask, Father, that you bless each and every one of us here. I pray that you bless the judge, the magistrates, sheriff, all the first responders, wherever they may be, keep them safe. I pray that you just be with us now as we conduct the meeting of this body. I just ask that you let all these fine gentlemen come together with wisdom to do the will of this community and yours. Father, for all these things I ask in your Son, Jesus' most holy name. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Chaplain Wells. Candace, at this time, would you call the roll for the vote?
Judge Summers?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Logsdon?
Yes.
Mr. Laswell?
Here.
Mr. Rahal?
Yes.
Thank you. Treasurer's transfer report.
I do not have one today, Judge.
Thank you, Canaan. Presentation and approval of all bills.
Second.
Got a motion by First District Magistrate Mitchell, a second by Second District Magistrate Logsdon to approve the bills as presented. In discussion, members of the court. Candace, call the roll.
Mr. Logsdon?
Yes.
Mr. Laswell?
Yes.
Mr. Rahal?
Yes.
Judge Summers?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Approve the minutes for November 17, 2021 meeting of the Bullitt County Fiscal Court.
So moved. Second.
Got a motion by 3rd District Magistrate Laswell, second by 4th District Magistrate Rahal to approve the minutes of November 17, 2021 Bullitt County Fiscal Court as presented. Any discussion, members of the court? Hearing none, Candace, call the roll.
Mr. Laswell?
Yes.
Mr. Rahal?
Yes.
Judge Summers?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Logsdon?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. At this time, presentations, Kevin Money surplus voting machines. County Clerk. Kevin.
Kristen and Jessica and I went through and did a full inventory on all of the equipment, checking for serial numbers on the equipment and what have you. It should be in your all's packets. We inventoried all of it just to make sure that, because this equipment had been bought with federal money a decade to a decade and a half ago, I wanted to make sure that we had all of our i's dotted and our t's crossed on specifically what were we surplusing. Realistically, nothing will ever come of it down the road, but I just wanted to have ourselves covered. This is the listing, and what I'm asking for is to do it this way. The anticipated delivery date for the new equipment is sometime this month, but I don't know when. And what I'd like to do is to have you all approve to surplus this equipment, but it not become surplus until the day HARP shows up to pick it up. And that covers us that if anything blows up and goes wrong of getting the new equipment, that we still have this equipment and it's available to be used in May if I have to.
That's a good idea. I think we discussed that a little bit before and everything, that how you hang on to this equipment and everything, just make sure everything's A-okay with it.
Yeah. Once we get the new stuff in our hands, I feel certain it'll work and everything will be fine, but until it's in my hands, I'm just erring on the cautious side, and that's why I'm asking that the motion, if you all will make it for me, is that it's surplused pending the delivery of the new equipment. And we can go on and do it. There's 4 other small items that are in the room that are of no particular value. An old pallet jack that the hydraulic cylinder finally bit the dust. I've replaced it with another one. I've got a rolling rack that is one of its legs is shot, and a couple of printers that are no longer serviceable. That's all I got.
All right, I put that full motion and everything, that's what we did.
Second that motion.
Got a motion by First District Magistrate Mitchell, a second by Second District Magistrate Alston to surplus the attached voting equipment upon delivery of new voting equipment by HARP. Any other discussion, members of the court? Hearing none, Candace, call roll, please.
Mr. Raymond?
Yes.
Judge Summers?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Wessler?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, man.
Have a good day. Under old business, and then second reading of budget amendment number 2, ordinance 21-10.
Thank you, sir. Page 101, ordinance 21-10, summary form, amendment number 2, an ordinance relating to the annual budget and amendment thereof, whereas the county of Bullitt has realized unbudgeted receipts from the general, road, jail, LGEA, federal, EMS, and 911 funds. Be it ordained by the fiscal court, county of Bullitt, Commonwealth of Kentucky. Section 1, the budget for fiscal year 2021-2022 is amended to Section A, increase the receipts of the general, road, jail, LGEA, federal, EMS, and dispatch by $4,717,730.17 and include unbudgeted receipts from account code 01, the general fund, $4,355,661.74. 02, the road fund, $61,588.38. 03, the jail fund, $3,538.27. 04, the LGEA, $106,188.66. 07, federal grants, $31,618.27. 09, EMS, $145,262.92. 77, the dispatch fund, $13,871.93. Section B is to increase the expenditure code accounts for 01, general fund, $4,355,661.74. 02, the road fund, $61,588.38. 03, the jail, $3,538.27. 04, LGEA, $106,188.66. 07, federal, $31,618.27. 09, the EMS fund, $145,262.92. And 77, the dispatch fund, $13,871.93. Section 2, the amounts adjusted to receipts and expenditure accounts in Section 1 are for governmental purposes only. Given the first reading of the Bullitt County Fiscal Court on the 16th day of November approved by classification and form on the 17th day of November, signed by Robert O. Brown, State Local Finance Officer, and then today given a second reading for Fiscal Court of Bullitt County. And this does need your approval.
Thank you, Ken Ann. You're welcome.
You need a motion on that. I'll make a motion that we approve the second reading budget amendment number 2, 21-10.
Got a motion by Second District Magistrate Lawson to approve budget amendment number 2, ordinance 21-10, a second by 4th District Magistrate Grayhill. Candace, call the roll, please.
Judge Summers?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Lazarus?
Yes.
Mr. Rader?
Yes.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Under new business, actions requested to take in Carriage Way into the county road system. It's in Robert's here. Robert?
Yeah, give us.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I had that top sheet,
We can probably skip to that while he's up here.
Yeah, we can. All the way around.
And on that carriageway, that's one of them. I don't know what went on there.
If you look, I'll pull a picture of the map and put it on there.
And that's one of them that had a county road number on it once upon a time. And somewhere down the road it got dropped. But it is up to our spec. It's an older road, but it is asphalted, and it's 21 feet at the beginning, down to about 19 feet. So, but it does hit our specs, so. And you got the petition in there of all the homeowners
So, I mean,
requesting it.
this is kind of crazy question, but everybody's address is Taylorsville.
No, it's all on King's Church.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's King's Church, so it's going to be Taylorsville address.
Kingswood, too.
I don't know who wrote that, but it's like I say, everybody is at a Taylorsville address, that's what I'm thinking it is.
Yeah.
But it's still Bullitt County.
It's still Bullitt County.
That's what's crazy about the census. A lot of people felt like that even in the Hillview area, there's a lot of a lot of people that fall under a Louisville address, but yet they're still Bullitt County. And same thing falls in my district over there. I know when I first ran for this, I was like Taylorsville,
Yeah.
but yeah, they're all Bullitt County.
Well, we have some, I mean, we have in the north section out there, we got some that's a Louisville address, Valley Station address, but they're all Bullitt County.
We got some on 44, that's Bullitt County, that's got West Point address too.
Yeah, West Point.
So,
Yeah, you got West Point too.
but these people in the petition, they're asking for 3 roads. The other 2 roads, Browning, I think it was Browning, and Carriage Trace, those aren't up to spec.
They're not.
No. So the only one that I'm suggesting to the court is Carriageway.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Robert, that's all one word with E at the end, Carriageway, that's what it's spelled?
Yep, with an E at the end, yep.
And these are, you know, Robert's done a good job in the road department. I think they've created a lot of awareness. You know, as you all went through and replaced signs, that's created awareness for people that's been left out. There's been a lot of these roads. I know you got a list.
Yep.
A really long list, and trying to clean these up. I've got another gentleman that's called me that moved from Louisville into Bullitt County, and he thought that it was a county road, but it's a private road, and you know, we passed that ordinance, we might be able to do something with him, but Robert's been out there, that road don't meet the standards. But I'll give you credit that we're not just making discretion at just picking roads, that, you know, you've really looked at them close to make sure that they meet those minimum requirements.
Right.
This one here, of course, you've looked at it and I've seen it. It does. I'll make a motion that we accept that request to accept Carriageway as a county road.
Second motion.
Okay, got a motion by Second District Magistrate Lawson, and second by First District Magistrate Mitchell to accept Carriageway into the county road system. please.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Rahal?
Yes.
Judge Summers?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, while Robert's up here, we'll skip down to,
On that same line, those Cross Creek Lane. Is that what's supposed to be?
Oh, no, that's already a county road.
Yeah,
That's a
okay.
typo.
yeah. Also, we'll skip down to number 8, an action requested to pay water for Bridge Court and Hillside View Drive in Plain Road. Both roads are located in the Working Street subdivision.
And those two roads, it's like, I'm gonna bring y'all a list, I hope, next meeting. It's a pretty good sized list that y'all done voted on, but the paperwork did not get all the way to planning and zoning to where it got a county road number after it left y'all. And these are two of the roads that was already voted on and y'all accepted them back in February of 19. But because they weren't ever sent on up, we didn't get a road number on them, and now these people, I had to take them back off our snow list, and they're wanting back on our snow list. So,
I think it may have been a lot of roads that happened like that after, so that's what we got to really look close at once we vote on them here, seeing that it goes all the way through the system and gets over to your office, because a lot of these may have been accepted in court, but then not documented over at the road department previously.
yeah, Kevin's still here. I met with Kevin and Sam about that, about making sure that we get that loophole filled, that once they adopt a road, it goes all the way to planning and zoning and gets the number put on it. So,
I'll make a motion that we accept your request to take in Waterford Ridge Court and Hillside View Drive in the county road system.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion by 2nd District Magistrate Watson, second by 1st District Magistrate Mitchell, to take in both Waterford Ridge and Hillside View Drives into the county road system.
There is, real quick, on Hillside View Drive, do we need to specify the mileage on those roads?
yeah, on all of them, we'll need to specify the mileage, and I wrote it down there.
Okay.
Because Hillside Drive ain't
Okay, I got it.
175 feet long. Yep, it's curb and guttered, good looking road, but it's real short. That's the way we like them.
Sam, can you call the roll, please?
Mr. Laswell?
Yes.
Mr. Rahal?
Yes.
Judge Summers?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes. Thanks.
On number 2, I'm making the motion to, with the ARPA funding, what we're allowed to do is enhance the pay, not permanently, but with a one-time ask for our county employees who have served what I'm going to say, so judiciously during the COVID pandemic. And again, with this continued pandemic and under 39A moving forward, we have a attached list of those that are eligible. The eligibility is 6 months before and 6 months after. And the value of the request is requesting for $2,250 per employee for their service during the pandemic. Put that in the form of a motion.
I'll second.
And that's second by 3rd District Magistrate Laszlo. Any discussion, members of the court?
Judge, you said we have a list.
Yes.
You all have a list? Oh, thank you so much.
What was the total number of employees that was eligible? Was it, the qualifications were 6 months before or 6 months after?
That list will change due to that stipulation.
Right. It's essentially for every employee except for the elected officials.
That's all nice. I was looking for my name.
I know that's exactly what you wanted the list, Max, but that's okay. All right?
Joe, just to think about that, it's been that way for 40 years.
I'm telling you.
Back when Arson Moore was the county
Millions of
judge.
dollars, we can't even get a coach. It's all right.
That's all right.
It's much fun.
We'll make it.
Okay. Well, I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion?
No, I know, I went to a CAECO meeting and something that a lot of the counties, I mean, it's have done across the state. I know rewarded their employees that stuck through, so it's not just uncommon it's not just something that we're doing. I know a lot of counties across Kentucky have done this, so, thank you to all of our employees. A lot of them are in here today.
Plus, the thing is we try to figure out every way of, spending this money, and they give us a lot of, not a lot of different ways of doing it, but to be able to, to bless our family. That's why I look at it as it's our family, and to being able to do that, that's a good thing.
And one thing I liked about the dividend is it's type of reward for their sacrifices and their commitment working with us, but also this money does go away, so it's not long-term. So in lieu of a significant pay increase that you have to come up with that money sometime down the road, I think this is a great way to say thank you for those that really stuck in here and helped us.
Thank you all. And that's the way we feel about it too. As an administration, they've been great to work with. And they were literally here every day and followed all the rules, and we stayed safe during the pandemic. Kevin?
Judge, by virtue of the court doing this, does that give myself as the clerk's office the option to do the same thing if I have employees who fall into the same category?
Yeah, yourself and the sheriff both.
Okay.
And just hadn't been able to run in that discussion yet.
Okay.
So, any other discussion? Candace, call the roll.
Mr. Rahal?
Yes.
Judge Summers?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Logsdon?
Yes.
Mr. Laswell?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. I'm going to make the motion to hire Christopher Redden at the road department. Christopher's been here for over almost a year now as a full-time, part-time employee. And at an hourly rate of $21.50 per hour.
I'll second that motion.
Got a couple of seconds here. First District Magistrate Mitchell. And any other discussion, members of the court? Candace, call the roll, please.
Judge Summers?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Logsdon?
Yes.
Mr. Laswell?
Yes.
Mr. Rahal?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank
It
you.
just tickles me when you hire, when you hire somebody and we're hiring somebody else.
Well, we got to
We got to do that next.
Let's spread it around.
It's okay, we don't have the, we have really cut down on the revolving door units all over the last year, so that's terrific. Janice will present some numbers like that in January. Actions requested to hire Stephen Cousins and J.C. Frankie as full-time EMTs at rate pay $17.50 an hour, effective tomorrow, 12/8/2021. I will make that motion.
Second.
Got a second by 4th District Magistrate Ray. Candace, call the roll, please.
Mr. Logsdon?
Yes.
Mr. Laswell?
Yes.
Mr. Rahal?
Yes.
Judge Summers?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Okay, number 5, actions requested to hire a jail consultant on a contractual basis of $4,200 a month, 3 months.
Hello, sir. How are you all? Good. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all the good stuff to you. Okay, I instigated this right here like I have instigated everything just about over here. Now, the reason I think that I need to do this, when I first got here, the first year I was here, I'm going to make this as short as I can. Dang on near every time I turned around, I was having to go to court for contempt of court because of for one reason, not answering the telephones. Well, the reason we weren't answering the telephones back then is because they were not working. They were not ringing. And at that time, we had what you call seasoned veterans working the booking desk. You know, the people at that first year I was here had been here for a pretty good while. But they seemed to be letting the inmates out early. So therefore, I was getting in trouble for it. Well, with those couple things, all right? Now, what's happened since then? We've had the virus. We've had all kinds of various things. Now, I have a multitude of new people, brand new people. Well, the training, and you all, if you watch the television, the training is one of the most important things going. So this guy is not really just a consultant here deal. He's going to be a trainer. Also, he's going to help us on all kinds of things. And that's the main reason, because the first year I was here, I caught all the grief with the seasoned people. Now I don't have it, and I'm knocking on wood. I've got a lot of brand new people. As far as I'm concerned, at the present time, and I am very short, I still have probably the best crew that I've had. But again, you don't learn this stuff overnight and whatever. But this is why that I talk. Now, I talk to people. The CAECO is the insurance company that insures the county and everybody. I've talked to the different people, and I actually talk to some of the attorneys there regularly. Just like I talk to the county attorney's office, I talk to Rob, I talk to Josh, his assistant, I talk to them on a regular basis. Because everything that I do down there, I don't just jump to do it. I try to call and to find out the best that I can, what I can do and what I can't do. Because I just don't say, hey, this is whatever, but so I always try to do what I have to do here. So, but in any case, I've checked this person out, and they're going to give us all kinds of suggestions, and it's not that we have to take them. But again, I still feel like for the whole county that this would be a good thing to do. And it's actually the training as much as anything. So therefore, that's this man's he's got all kinds of credentials. I guess unless you don't want to, but whatever the case is. But I have talked to I've talked to some of the CAECO attorneys about it, and they've done this at other jails, and they said it's worked good. But anyway, this is why I'm asking y'all to do this.
You got the motion on the floor, Jerry?
Is this, you got it?
Yeah.
You said,
So,
I will.
okay.
yeah, and I'm gonna make the motion call to do this upon the recommendation of CAECO, because they have called this office and recommended that this be done. And so I'm gonna make the motion that we hire the consultant for 3 months and then reevaluate.
I'll second that motion. Yeah, I think you come in here and accepting, some help. I think that says a lot. And anytime you can get somebody that's a consultant and trainer to work with your employees, I mean, $12,600 to me seems like a drop in the bucket when in terms of improving the quality of life and everything that happens there at the jail.
And Tracy, excuse me, Ms. Tracy Reed is the one that called the judge. I'm certain of that. Correct, sir?
Yeah, and so we have a motion on the floor, Paul. In essence, the time here, 3 minutes is up. Candace, call the roll.
Mr. Laswell?
Yes.
Mr. Rahal?
Yeah.
Judge Summers?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Loxton?
Yes.
Motion carried.
I've got another thing I would like for you all to tell me if you want to do this or not. I see last year I got what they call a tech grant to get $138,000 scanner put in, body scanner to put in to help cut down on the contraband, whatever. And of course, that didn't cost the taxpayers any money. Now, recently, I've talked to some of these people, and you don't do it overnight, but I need storage at the jail. Now, it's been said that what I need storage for, nobody else did. Well, hell, nobody else had anything to put in storage. But my Sally port is full, all kinds of things. The inside of the jail, the little closets, we got stuff in there and whatever. But in any case, I need your all's permission. It's not going to cost any money. I'm not asking you for money. I've never asked you all for money, really. I mean, whatever. So in any case, I'm asking your all's permission to be able to build this building on the site, and it's not going to cost you any money. I've got a tech grant to do this.
How big a storage you talking about?
Well, a 40 by 60.
40 by 60.
And it's going to be built on a concrete slab because the jail was built on a swamp. There's major issue, but anyway, it has to be. I have to raise up some of the stuff and build it on so it won't get flooded out and this and that like the rest of it. But I would like your all's permission to do that.
And that's like a pole barn type?
Yes, sir, it's a metal building.
Absolutely.
Is that something that you're going to, is that something you guys going to do it yourself? I mean, are you all
I
going
know
to?
what I'm going to do. I'm going to hire a professional that's got the equipment, such as the backhoes and this and that other. I'm going to pay him to oversee the construction of it. And then I've got approximately 160 potential employees, and they're going to build it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think my only recommendation would be maybe sometime, I'm just thinking long-term, some type of maybe sketch or something. I don't have a problem at all with it, especially if you've got the money there over there to do it and it's going to improve the, the facility overall. But I would think that it needs, well, I'm sure you would. I mean, you've got a sense in terms of building and experience there, but I'd want it to, I'm just thinking for the community, I'd want it to look presentable in terms of, the color scheme, everything that goes on with that place. So I don't know if you've got colors in mind for metal and stuff like that, but I think it just needs to be something that looks aesthetically appealing too.
Yes, sir.
Well, it needs to complement what's there and everything. One of the things I'd like to say and everything is we have one of the best in this county and everything as far as getting the pads and everything, Robert. And I want to put it back on Robert again and everything. Get this pad and everything ready and everything, make sure the drainage is right on it. And I'd like for Robert to, when he gets time, to put that pad and everything in and make sure the drainage and everything is right on it.
Robert, they're putting more on it. See?
I know, but I really, I mean, if you've never worked around Robert and know what his expertise is and everything, he's one of the best in the state of Kentucky.
I agree with you. Robert and I, even though his name's Watkins and mine is too, we are no kin, and I'm beginning to wonder about that. But whatever the case is, we get along fantastic. I have never asked him for anything that he hasn't helped me, and I think he can say the same about me. But we do great, and I was going to talk to him. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you might have to talk to Felicia there. They probably won't let me put a shed up in my yard without doing something. So you might better check in with her over too.
The state to give us these all, and we'll make sure we get the right permits.
But I'd say pending the right permits and design of the building and stuff, I don't have a problem with it, especially if the money's coming from you and you need the storage.
Yeah, I would say it's up to you. We table it till we get all correct and get all the information we can get and come back and talk.
But
Make sure permits and make sure that there's something about the looks and everything and where it's going to be on the property and all that. I would love you.
yeah.
Sounds fine. One more issue. I recently hired a gentleman that I fired 2.5 years ago. And the reason I fired him was for sleeping on the job. Now, when he reapplied, I talked to him, and also the chief talked to him. Now, I'm not going to tell you how I talked to this gentleman, because I don't think this is the place to say what I said to him. But whatever the case is, all over the United States, the correctional institution, the jails, they're hard up for help because of the job that these people have to do. And they don't get enough credit for what they do. None of them. I'm just telling you, but whatever the case is, I did hire this man back. I've been chastised for that and a number of other things. But again, it wasn't like that he beat somebody up, he did this, whatever. He did sleep on the job. And when I give him a second chance, and I don't feel like that I did wrong by doing that. But anyway, I'm just letting y'all know that I did do that. And but it does say in the KRS that I'm in charge of hiring and firing at the jail. And again, I don't ever get into anybody else's stuff. I don't tell Kevin who he can hire and who he can't, and this and that and the other, but I've never had so many bosses in my whole life here, and especially ones that don't know what the hell they're talking about. But in any case, I just thought I'd let y'all know that, and we're moving right along. Everything over there is doing better than it ever has. And anyway, y'all are welcome to come any time of the day or night. Call me. I want y'all, I've asked you all a million times, come over here. Come in here, I'll show you this stuff. Some of it you won't believe. But we've made all kinds of good things here. But anyway, that's it. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. You're a fine individual.
Okay, number 6, we have action requested to hire Ronnie Blankenship as needed on an as-needed basis for a contractual salary of $15,000 a year. Go ahead.
Do we want to put something on there? I mean, like, is that an hourly rate? Is there to get to 15, or does he work 3 days and get to 15, or?
No, it's going to be based on Ms. Harper's direction, because this is what we there's certain days that he'll work a lot, some he won't work at all. And it's going to be to their direction. They're so far behind. We took some folks up there the other day, magistrate, they had applications up there that were 3 to 4 weeks old for inspections. And there's quite a bit that he can do.
How many inspectors we got?
We have 2 for electric.
2 for electric.
And this will give us a third one. And you have to remember that there's, we're going to have close to 2,200 home development on Highway 44 down here in our jurisdiction, not Mount Washington's or Shepherdsville.
Oh, I agree on that.
It's
the way Ronnie left here, I wasn't really liking the way he left, to be honest with you. And I just wanted to, see what I'm getting for $15,000. If it's going to be if it's going to be 60 hours a month, if it's going to be, I just don't want to give a person, this is just my opinion, of $15,000 and leave it to his discretion if he wants to come to work or not.
It's not a salary, magistrate, it's a cap.
Right.
So it's as needed.
Right.
So if he works 1 day, he gets $15,000.
No. It's a cap for the whole year.
Right.
What's an hourly
Getting
rate?
paid hourly, right?
That what everybody else gets paid?
No, the way we've broken this down is into, you divide the 15,000 by 12. And then he's going to work with Bozeman, or for Bozeman. Bozeman's working for Felicia to make sure the schedule's full. And it's going to be on them to make sure that this is done. If that helps you.
Yeah, I mean, that's
And if he doesn't meet that requirement, he won't get
paid.
The 15 is the cap.
Well, that's the requirement I'm asking about, is, you know what I'm saying? It's,
Do we need to,
I'm voting on giving a man $15,000. That's what it says on my paper.
do we need to specify the hourly rate and?
It's, that's going to be so difficult to do.
Okay.
Because you can walk in 5 minutes and do the inspection, or it can take 3 hours.
Okay, I didn't know if there was a price per inspection in this particular case, or...
No.
Okay.
We get a fee for inspection.
I don't know how that works, so I'm learning.
Another body up there is desperately needed.
Oh, I agree. I mean, I totally agree. My job is to look at the books, though, you know what I'm saying? Right now, this guy's got an open paycheck for $15,000. I understand you're looking at it, but on paper, you know, if I'm gonna say, okay, we're gonna give you $15,000, I don't know how much it's gonna work for. That's just my opinion. I mean, that's...
Well, when you look at the inspectors now, they make anywhere from 60 to 70,000 a year, so we can turn around and hire another.
So do we, I mean, we probably think, I mean, he could run this out pretty quick then so then we make a determination whether we still need to move forward. I mean, this could run out in 3 months, for example, you know, if he's really busy out there. So then we just have to reevaluate whether we still need that additional help at that time with him and if he's meeting the qualifications.
That's basically what we're doing, to help them get caught up. And we're breaking pay down into, I think it's like $1,200 a month to catch them up. And he's not working anywhere else either except in Nelson County.
Bozeman's not here, but Felicia, you feel like this is needed and that he'll help you and he's done a good job working?
Yes, yes.
Well, we need it for the businesses, but we can pull it. And we'll just keep things the way that they're going.
I mean, how hard is it to get a price? I mean, I don't understand, really, to be honest with you. At $25 for inspection, $25 an hour? I mean, that's what they're getting paid over now. I mean, it don't make sense to me, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I mean, if it's $25 an hour and he runs to 15 and we reevaluate it, or $30 an hour, $40 an hour, 50, I don't know. But I just don't want a man out there. That's my opinion is, when I run a business, I mean, if I ain't got $15,000 and say, well, just work $15,000, he's gonna work 2 hours and he's gonna lay down. Especially Ronnie.
Well, apparently you know Ronnie very well, so I will pull this action item off. Scratch him from the list.
It's totally up to you, but it's easy enough to, if you guys want to just put a number on him.
Basically, what's your estimate and everything right now? What are you looking at? Can you give us some kind of estimate, what you're looking at on a month-to-month basis, hourly wise? Some kind of estimate or anything?
Not currently.
You can't do that?
No.
But
Ronnie also has building. I think he's level 2 building inspector. The other ones are not, so I know he will help out a lot with the buildings that we currently don't have. So he will do electrical, HVAC, and some building.
so does he turn around and bill us? Because I'm confused too with how.
I think he's just coming in there at a second hand. He's going to do per inspection, correct? And I think that's how he does it in Hardin County. He's not an actual employee, is he?
No.
I don't know who he is. I've never met him, never heard of his name, but
Contractor, so he's going to charge the county per inspection that he does on an as-needed basis. So we have 3 full-time ones now, but sometimes, especially around the holidays and, vacations, we don't have anybody to call that has been reliable. We used to. Now we don't have anybody. They won't show up. So Ronnie is going to be, he's here in Hardin County only, that when we call him, he will be here as needed.
And we'd be getting these bills, he would be billing us on a monthly basis?
I'm sorry?
He'll be billing us on a monthly basis
Yes,
per job?
per job.
Per job.
To cap at 15,000. So if he does 1,000 jobs in the first month, because we're so busy, he runs his 15,000 out, that's it. And we'll have to come back to you all for approval. Now, if he does 6 months where we're not busy and doesn't even come close to that 15,000, then we're still good.
That's a little more information than,
Yeah.
okay.
Because there are weeks where, the three of them could handle it, no problem. The last several months, we have been so busy that, we're scheduling a week out. We don't like to schedule a week out. We want to schedule the next day or, 2 days after, but that's it. So this was when we would call in Ronnie to come in and help us.
Have we done this before in the past? I'm not familiar.
Yes. We had one when I first started that was whenever we vacation, sick, you call him that morning, he'd be right there.
Okay, and then when he sent us a bill, what was the ballpark average?
It was an hourly.
Okay.
We paid him by the hour.
Yeah, that's true. It wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, that's the, you come in, you work so many hours, you get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess my question would be, Joe does home inspections, and I'm not throwing his price out there, I don't know his pricing, but it might be $450 to do a home inspection, so you know exactly what it's going to cost when you pay for a home inspection, and I don't know if these inspections, I know they can vary depending on time.
I think the problem is they do vary. If you go do a, single family house for electrical replacement, it's going to be completely different than if you're going out to one of these warehouses for electrical inspection.
But surely he's got some kind of minimum. He's not going to drive from E-Town up here and send a bill for $20 or something.
Right.
Well, I think if we try this for a month or maybe 2 months and everything and see how this thing is running, because I don't want to see these businesses wait.
Right.
When you got a situation out there, these people want to get started and everything, and no, I can't get inspection and everything. This thing will speed up the businesses and everything, their start time, get them moving. So I'd like to see it happen for at least a couple of months and everything, see what happens. And we'll be able to evaluate this, see how many they're doing and what the cost has been on those that they have done. So, did you make a motion on this? Did you already make a motion on this?
Judge Summers.
No, I'm pulling it back and we can revisit it on the 16th with some more clear definition of what you all want or what you expect. But we'll
16th of
December.
Okay.
Can I speak real quick on this? There's times for us that we'll make a call into a structure and we don't have anybody to call for the county to say, hey, can you come inspect this house? Can you come inspect this building to put these businesses back in service? Or can we put these people back in their homes? Or do we have to try to find, for our side, this was on the list that I was going to speak to the judge with at the first of the year, but it also goes for the health department also. If we have a fire in a restaurant has to be closed down, but we don't have that authority to do that. So extra people, and that's both of those would help us, and I think businesses and residents in the county a little bit better. Also, if we can have somebody also maybe on a 24-hour call notice that we can call when we have these incidents.
We do have a 24-hour.
And I'll get with you.
I can, yeah.
Never get in the way.
Well, that's.
Well, see, that's what goes back to what I'm talking about. That's going to hurt your businesses if we don't move on this. It's going to hurt us and everything. I'd like to move forward on it, and I'm going to make a motion. We move forward on it for a couple of months to see how this thing works out and everything, and you give us a report back. But just like he said, if someone has a fire or some disaster hurts them, brings them down, they got to sit there and do nothing. They got to shut the whole thing down. And I don't want to see that. I've been in business all my entire life, and I don't need a job shut down because we can't get an inspector.
We had a car going to a gas station at the Brooks exit, and we had to shut them down for a while until they could get an engineer from their business to come in, and that was almost 3 days. They couldn't get back in the cooler to do anything. We had to shut that part off completely.
Well, I'm going to keep that motion on the floor and everything. I'd like to try it for 2 months and see how this thing works out and everything, because I don't want nobody shut down. So I want that on the floor.
Well, you want to specify a time limit on it then?
2 months. 2 months and everything. Give us a report, see how it's working.
And
Contract. Okay. So that's what hire, so the motion.
so you're basically changing this for up to $15,000 a year, but this will be for up to 2 months and then reevaluate it, see if it's working or not.
Right. That's right and everything. So it's up to Jerry and everything, make a decision on if he wants to hire this man or not and everything, but I do approve it going. I personally feel like that we need to move on this. I really do, because I don't want no place shut down.
We're not going to hire.
Does this guy...
Do what?
Hire this contractor.
He's a contractor. Yeah, he's a contractor.
But it sounds like we need to hire somebody. Is it something we need to put out there that we're hiring, or?
You can't find them, we're gonna look.
Yeah.
You can't find them, they're just not out
I
there.
agree that we need it, but it needs to be specified in that motion if he's an employee or.
If he's hired as an employee, the judge has to make that motion.
Right.
He does, yeah, we know that. And we know that, it's just that I'm just telling you that I'm in favor of it, because I just don't want to shut down, and then it's up to the judge and everything to whether he wants to make that motion or not.
The way I've heard it was he's not an employee, he's a contractor.
Right.
That's the way, I mean, that's what I was thinking.
We just need to,
The judge or Kay? Is he a contractor or is he an employee?
He's gonna be a contractor, because you're calling him in as you need him.
Right.
He's not somebody there that's every day.
If you're approving a contract, and this is approving a contract, it's not hiring an employee. If
No,
he's
you're not.
Benefits, he's not on payroll.
No.
He's not an employee of the county.
No,
So that being the case, any member of the court can make a motion to approve a contract
that's correct.
for, this individual for whatever time period you want at whatever rate you want. He's accepting of it, that's fine. If he's not, I haven't seen anything, I haven't seen the contract, so I can't advise you all one way or the other. I've got nothing to, as far as numbers or anything in writing.
well, I think everybody
Tell
here,
you whether it's a good idea or a bad idea, but as far as the contract, any member of the court will make that motion.
Well, that's what I say, I made the motion, I'm not hiring him, because he is a contractor, and it's up to Jerry, if we hire him as a personnel, then it's up to Jerry to make that decision, then we vote on it, but the way it is right now, he is a contractor.
Yeah, and Magistrate Mitchell, to help you a little bit, I guess where I sit right now because of all the confusion, and apparently we didn't present it in a fashion that is acceptable to the members of the court, we will revisit this on the 16th, and we'll have some clear definition then.
Well, what do we do in the next month and a half on these businesses if?
No different from what we're doing now. We have a call-in list, which folks are supposed to be able to.
They're supposed to be available.
They're supposed to be available. We furnish them a vehicle when they're on
Okay.
call.
Okay.
Drive to their home and be able to come in and to help Chief Moulton or anyone else who has an issue. And if it's not being done, we'll address that.
Okay.
Just a week and a half.
Huh?
Just
What's,
15th week and a half.
well, no, I thought you said January, is it gonna
No.
be
December.
16th.
Of December, okay. All right. I didn't want to go on a month and a half and everything here. I didn't, can you make it the next week and a half, then, won't you, a couple of weeks? Some way or another? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good enough then, all right. We didn't get a second on motion, so we all right.
The number 7 then, what we'd like to do is this, because to help payroll and we have a lot of, I'm going to say 49s and numbers that end in an odd number. We'd like to take the end rate up to a 0 instead of being like 21, well, it was 29.49 before at the road department, that's 22. And the same thing.
Taking them up to that 1 penny, we got some kind of odd change in several employees, like, say, 21.37. We just want to be able to take that to 21.40 to get rid of those odds.
Near 0.
Yeah, and it's just near 0.
Right.
Going up to the near 0, not to the near 0.
Right. Increase.
Just cleaned up.
well, I'll make that motion to allow the increase for county employees with an odd hourly rate amount to the nearest 0. As long as they understand it's not like a slap in the face, I just got a 2-cent raise or something that's cleaning house, and it's not, just, yeah. Dennis made that motion.
I did? I don't think I did.
No.
That's my advisor out there, I didn't do that, did I?
And I'll make the motion, Sean, if you'll second it.
I second it.
There you go, there you go.
Candace Cole, roll.
Mr. Rahal?
Yes.
Judge Summers?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Logsdon?
Yes.
Mr. Laswell?
Thank you. We have the sign sheet.
Nope.
Okay, so we're going to need an executive session, but I'd like to have comments from the court first. Mr. Mitchell,
I'm good.
Mr. Logston.
Don't have a lot. We did a toy drive. We're doing a dinner once again at Paracott Springs on the 16th for underprivileged families in Bullitt County. So if anybody, we've got a few spaces left. We've got 196 that's signed up right now, families and children. Paracott Springs, they donate all the food and everything. It's something I started 4 years ago, and there's been a lot of help from the community. MHS, they donate $2,000 for toys out of Mount Washington. We did a toy drive and we got a van full of toys. So there'll be a lot of happy families. We're working real close with Turnaround Resource Center and Housing First, Randy Pace, identifying, that's how we identify the families. But if you all know some families that are really in a tough spot or something, we got a few spots that we could probably sneak them in. But we're still accepting toys and donations and stuff for those families. That'll be on December the 16th at Paracott Springs. And like I said, it's amazing what they do. They donate all the meat, the food, the service. It's just a really nice event for people that are having a hard time this year. But just appreciate everybody. And we got one more meeting before the holidays.
What
so
time is that?
5 to 8.
5 to 8.
Yeah, but no, that's it.
Thank you. Joe?
You got all that?
You come over.
Good. Thank you guys for being here today. You know, it's gonna be a beautiful week this week, for sure.
Very good. And thank all of y'all for being here today, and we appreciate it. At this time, I'm going to make the motion to go into executive session on personnel and lawsuits.
Second motion.
Second by First District Magistrate Mitchell. And call the roll, please.
Judge Summers?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Logston?
Yes.
Mr. Laswell? Mr. Rahal?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. And I need Larry and Patty.
Just hold it, there you go. Your batteries were dead, so were mine.
The bad?
Dead? That's what I did, I changed your batteries.
Monday, 20th. Christmas.